a good weather day, warm and sunny. But seems like they're few and far between here recently. I don't know. Maybe spring will.
Mike, test 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Shortly. But anyway, yeah, I met you down there. I seen you. I talked to you down there just for a second down there at Orlando. Just say howdy to you. And too bad about the cold, though. So I've been pretty lucky so far. I've not caught anything as of yet. Knock on wood. W5kub, just N4CSG.
All right. N4CSG, W5KUB. Well, very good. Yeah, we had a pretty good time down there, I guess. We spent 2 days there, Friday and Saturday, and then we left Sunday morning, went down, took a quick cruise, and then got back home here to the old salt mine here. We've been doing a remodeling of about 1/3 of the house. Includes the kitchen and some bathrooms and stuff, and we had all the floor taken up and cabinets fixed, and man, I've got dust. We've got dust everywhere. I can't keep dust out of all the rooms, and I'm sure breathing that dust is probably also causing me to keep having this cold here. Well, good to hear you there. Stand by a few minutes. I'll go ahead and put you down for the net, and let me see if there's a few other people that might want to check in. And we are streaming. We're streaming the net today on w5kub.com, and this is where the show will be. The live show will be on w5kub.com tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. Well, stand by there. We'll pick back up in a minute in between calls. Let's see who else is out there. Any other early check-ins for Roundtable Net? This is W5KUB.
WA4DAW.
WA4DAW, W5KUB. Hello there, man. I thought I might have saw you down in Hamcation, but did you go on a trip or something?
Negative. We didn't make it this year. Couldn't quite get there this time, but yeah, I kind of watched your activity, and that was very interesting. And also, hope you had a good time on the trip, but I understand you came back with a cold.
Man, I've been sicker than a dog last week, man. And of course, with all this dust in the house, I'm sure that's helping to stir it up. Well, we didn't do a whole bunch of streaming down here. It's a long ways. We flew down, so we didn't take but a laptop and a couple simple things with us. So we recorded some on Friday, and then we just did a video playback on Saturday there. I hope you're able to see some of it. I don't know. I know we had a mic problem a time or two, but couldn't be helped there. What else is going on, Jim, down your way? Over.
Well, that's about it. We've been working around here, doing a few things. It's been raining most of the time. Unfortunately, we haven't been able to get out and do a lot outside. But boy, today's temperature was really nice. It was 67 degrees and overcast most of the day. We had a little sunshine. And I've been in here working on the Class D CMOS RF amplifier. Well, it's a transmitter actually for 40 meters. Hopefully get it on AM one of these days. Runs about 100 watts.
Well, all right. Yeah, you've been talking about that. Once you get that thing closer to working, make some pictures and stuff, and we'll see if we can't get it on the show. I'm real interested in it. I was always, over the years, kind of afraid of solid state stuff on HF, thinking that it would be so easy to damage with SWR stuff. But I think now a lot of these solid state things are pretty well protected, aren't they?
Well, most of them are. You still have to be careful with, the drive on the input of these things. But gosh, this particular FET that I'm using a pair of them in push-pull Class D, and it's rated at 900 volts on the drain, and let's see, I think it's 14 amp, no, it's 11 amps of current. And I'm running about 30 volts at somewhere around 4.2 amps.
Man, those transistors probably do a kilowatt, I guess. Yeah, I saw there was a YouTube video where a guy takes some of those FETs there and he shorts the coax connector out. He shorts it out and keeps transmitting, and it don't hurt the transistors at all.
Yeah, they're pretty stable now. Of course, these are not specifically designed for RF. These particular ones are switching, but they're pretty fast switching, and they can be used up to 40 meters without too much problem.
Well, that's interesting. I'd be interested to see how your project comes out there. Just keep on it and shoot us some pictures. Put them in our Facebook group from time to time here. All right, Jim. Well, let me see who else is out there. We'll check in on it real quick. Any other check-ins for Roundtable Net? This is W5KUB.
W4ART.
W4ART, W5KUB. Boy, loud signal. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, sir. Actually, there's a K in front of all that. My voice cracked right when I tried to get in there. It's KW4ART. Name is Art down here in Valdosta, Georgia. And just been following along with you and watching the, hoping to see that balloon pop back on the blip back up, but it hadn't done it so far, but maybe it will. Just thought I'd tell you I've been following that and very interested. It's a great project, and I hope maybe we can, maybe our club can do one of those down the line if we learn a little bit more from you and other guys.
All right, Dar. Well, real fine. Glad you've been following that. You know, hey, it's been 29 days now since that launch, and that was supposed to be a good one. We put a lot of money in that balloon. The balloon itself was about $180. And we just lost it over Africa, right at the coast of Africa. I think a storm, it probably got into a storm and came down. The Athens, Alabama ham radio group launched a very similar balloon to that about 3 or 4 days later with the same expensive balloon, and they launched it in the afternoon, so they were only able to track it about 2 hours, and it got dark, and then of course it obviously went across the ocean. They probably hit the same storm over there. They lost their balloon. They were only able to track theirs for about 2 hours across Alabama. Anyway, we're getting ready to launch another balloon here in a couple weeks. It's not going to be anything fancy. It'll be 2 party balloons, 2 3-foot party balloons with hydrogen and with a tracker. They have been known to go around the world 7 times with just party balloons. So we're going to take a dive at it with some simple party balloons and a tracker, and then we're working on a very, very light tracker for the next launch, and we'll probably use an expensive balloon again, and it could stay up 5 or 6 months. And we're going to be talking tonight on the show, the live show tonight at 8 p.m. Central on w5kub.com. We're going to be talking to Edward, Y03 ICT from Romania, and he's the one that designed the tracker that we're building. Back to you, Art, KW4 ART W5KUB.
Okay, Tom. Well, I'll be watching. That sounds interesting. I was just curious, when you on your next project, are you looking at doing something different with the solar panel? I mean, I think that was maybe a little bit of a concern that it was because of low, the sunlight or the sun conditions or the angle in the sky, that it maybe wasn't hitting that thing for very long. I just wondered if you were going to do some kind of different configuration on that.
Yeah, we are on the next one, on the experimental balloon we launch here in about a week or 2 weeks. We're gonna play with the solar panels. Everybody's launching it with a single solar panel facing straight up. Well, this is winter time, and the sun doesn't get up more than about 40 degrees off the horizon, so that panel only picks up enough light for about 3 or 4 hours a day to transmit. So I've constructed a circular or cylinder shaped solar panel that we're going to slide underneath this thing. So in addition to the top solar cell, it's going to have a circular solar cell around the bottom where it should see the sun from straight out at 0 degrees, you know. Now, everybody's saying you don't want to do that. You don't want to because it adds weight, and it is going to add about 4.5 grams weight to our launch. And we're launching with party balloons. So we're going to be launching a fairly heavy load with pretty small balloons. And it will probably only get up to about 20. It looks like the modeling says with that weight and with hydrogen and with that volume of balloons, it probably isn't going to fly but about 23 to 26,000 feet. And of course, it can hit storms at that. We would like to fly at 45,000. But we're going to go ahead and launch it and see. We may be lucky and it may go a long ways. Over.
That's right. You never know. Now, is this one going to be just APRS, or will it also be have a 20-meter antenna on it?
Yeah, this one is going to be APRS plus Whisper on 20 meters. So if we do get into an area like over the ocean or over Africa, and as long as we have sunlight, Whisper will tell us where it is. And we're going to set it up where we can make that Whisper report. It'll show up on the APRS site. So we're looking forward to it, just playing with it, experimenting with it. And of course, you never know about Mother Nature, man. Over.
Yeah, that's true. You never know. But, well, good luck. I'll be rooting for you. I've really enjoyed just the whole idea, and I've been checking in often just to see what's going on. So I'll be watching again. But I'll get out of here and let somebody else have it. Good talking to you. Appreciate the QSO, and we'll try you again next week maybe. It's KW4ART 73.
Okay, Art, 7-3 to you, man, and thanks for checking in. We'll see you on the show tonight. KW4ART. This is W5KUB, and this is Roundtable Net. We meet Tuesdays at 5:30 p.m. Central Time on 7180, and we're looking for additional check-ins. Check-ins for Roundtable. Call now. W5KUB.
W5KUB, W4JMC, Whiskey 4, Juliet, Mike, Charlie. Good evening.
All right, there was a couple, 3 or 4 in there. I heard an EX standby, and I heard W4JMC. Go ahead, JMC.
Roger, yeah, I was just hearing your update there on the balloon, and I saw it there posted on Facebook. Appreciate your roundtable and appreciate what y'all been doing. Hope everything's doing fine down that way, and good to hear you.
Well, thanks for checking in here and following it, and we're going to try to stir up some more excitement. You know, our first balloon we launched was just a single party balloon, and it made it 14,000 miles in 14 days. And it hit a storm. It hit a storm when it passed over Japan. It was on its last leg back to the U.S., but it went down in a storm there. So I don't know. We're going to try again. We're going to try with 2 party balloons this time. We can carry twice the amount of gas. We got a pretty heavy payload, so we need a little bit more cubic feet in gas. It will be hydrogen. We're probably going to be flying lower than we want to, probably about 23,000, but that's okay. People have circled the earth at 23,000. We're going to be talking tonight on the show to Edward, Y03ICT, who designed the next tracker that we'll be using on our next big balloon. The tracker only weighs 1.5 grams, and you have to build it under a microscope. He's going to be on the show tonight. Over.
Roger, well, that'll be good. I'll be watching that to see how you all handled all that. And I was laughing a little bit with regard to the surface mount stuff you're dealing with there about the size of a rice of grain. It's grain of rice, it looks like, but hopefully that'll be a whole lot better on the weight and a lot better on the response time as well.
Well, I tell you, you probably saw the picture of me holding a part in the tweezers there was a resistor or capacitor at the end of the tweezers, and it did look like a grain of rice or smaller. You could actually put 2 of those chips on the back of a flea, and you'd still have room for that flea to wear a backpack, I think. Anyway, it's tough building, and but we're learning, and there's a real technique, and you got to have a steady hand to build something that small. But his tracker only weighs 1.5 grams. Now, the tracker we're going to launch here in about a week or two, it's going to be pretty heavy. It's going to be up about 23 grams, so it's pretty heavy. It's going to hold us down. But that's why we want to build the new 1.5 gram tracker. We can get that sucker up there, and we'll fly at about 45,000 feet. Maybe we can keep it above the storms, and maybe we can fly 5 or 6 months there. Thanks for checking in. Let me take a couple other check-ins real quick for Roundtable. Who was the EX? I think it was a W2. W2 with an EX. Go ahead. Okay, there's several people in here. Was the EX stations there? Go ahead.
Yeah, this is Alpha 5 Echo X-ray, Tom. Phil, check in from office.
Okay, all right. Alpha 5 Echo X-ray. Phil, W5kub. Yeah, your signal's fading a lot, Phil. Just barely copy you. How do you copy us tonight? Over. Yeah, Phil, I completely lost you, Phil. Any other check-ins for Roundtable Net? This is W5kub.
November
5 Echo 5, Mike Uniform X-ray.
Call 3
and 9XQX.
Whiskey 2, Whiskey Foxtrot.
Man, there was half a dozen in there. Half a dozen, you guys. Okay, hang on. I got a few things. I got a E5 and an M. I got a XGX. I think I got a W2WF. Let's try the W2WF first. Go ahead.
Whiskey 2, Whiskey Foxtrot, Steven out of Houston.
Yeah, okay, very good. Hey, Steven out in Houston there, W2WF, W5kub, man. Thanks for checking in that. What's happening down there?
Oh, not much. Just enjoying a very good day. Tried some HF over here at Herman Park, which is our downtown park. Doing great with a great day, and just checking into your friendly net. Back to you.
Well, okay, Stephen, real fine, and hope you join us on our live show tonight. It's on w5kub.com, ham radio show. Great co-host Katie Allen. Katie will be on there with us tonight, and we're going to be bringing in a guest from Romania. Eduardo Y03 ICT from Romania will be our guest tonight on the show, and we're going to talk about the very, very tiny Pico balloon tracker that he has designed that we're building for our next show's launch there. But hey, I also just wanted to let everybody out there know that's checked in the net, guys. Hopefully you've joined our Facebook group. It's called W5kub. We've got about 9,000 hams in it. It's a great ham radio group, and it will also follow the show, and it'll follow the balloon launches and all the other things we do there. Back to you real quick, Stephen. Back down in here in Houston, man. W2WF, W5kub.
W5KUB, W2WF. Yeah, I'm checking in over here at your webpage, w5kub.com, and reading up on you guys. Good work, fine work. That's all I got. Just quick check-in with you guys. Thanks.
All right, well, Steve, if you'll click up there on video and chat button, it'll bring up the video right now of this net, and it is recorded. It's on Facebook. I mean, it's on YouTube, but you can see me right now, and you can hear you, man. Anyway, we've got about 680 shows recorded on our YouTube channel, but the show will be on w5kub.com tonight, 8 p.m. Central, 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got phone lines in 100 and let's see. Wait, man, I've been gone a week or two. We got phone lines in 65 countries, local numbers in 65 countries for people to call into the show, and We also simulcast our show on international shortwave on 5130 every Tuesday night. And we're carried on about every podcast carrier there is out there. So, Steve, did you pull a page up yet? Do you see any video? Over.
Affirmative. I'm seeing you. Got a bit of white hair, just like I do, and this is great. You guys are utilizing all of the available technology, not just ham radio, but YouTube, which is a great plus. Yeah, thumbs up for sure. Giga Maggie. Anyway, back to you, and thanks for taking my check-in.
Well, okay, Steve, there's about a 20-second delay, so you'll hear yourself in about 20 seconds there. Thanks for checking in, man. Appreciate it. Join our live show tonight. We've had a live ham radio show now for about 6 years, going on 6 years, and we have some great guests and great co-hosts. Co-hosts include astronaut Doug Wheelock, Riley Hollingsworth, he's retired from the FCC, Martin F. Jew, the founder of MFJ. We have a lot of great co-hosts on here. 73 Stephen, we'll see you later. Let me see, who else was that checking in a minute ago? There was an X, was there an XGX maybe? Go ahead.
November 9 XQ.
Well, almost. Norway 7 X-ray Golf Romeo. Bruce up here in Ohio. So
November 9 XQX.
Just tuned in and wanted to check in.
Yeah, stand by, XQX.
For the gathering there. So really not doing too much, but we'll just hang loose and catch you a little bit later on your webcast there this evening. So just been so I saw the first robin last Monday. I saw the first robin of the year, so that might be a good sign. Don't know yet. So there you go. Back to you, Tom. Do decide KUB N7XGR.
Okay, N7XGR W5KUB. No problem, Bruce. I recognize you in there. There was an XQX in there also checking in. Stand by, XQX. So great to hear from you, Bruce, and glad to hear you again tonight. Hopefully you'll tune in tonight to the show there, and maybe we can make it through it tonight. We've got a terrible cold, and but the show will go on. It has to go on, no matter what there. Bruce, I'll say 73 real quick. There's a bunch of guys checking in here. Let me take the next station real quick. I was trying to get into Roundtable Net. N9XQX. This is W5KUB.
November 9 XQX.
Whiskey 4 Charlie November Alpha.
Ago, and then I lost the call sign and never could find you again, so I'm glad I found you again. But it's a Rick in Indiana.
Okay, Rick at Indiana, and CNA, stand by, CNA. Well, Rick, how you doing up there, man? And I guess you found us again, right?
Yes, sir. We found you again. I'm pretty happy about it, too. We saw one of your shows one night, and then I lost the call sign and never could find it again. Right now, we're waiting on a big snowstorm to hit Indiana.
Man, big snowstorm. I'll tell you what, you lucky dog up there. We don't hardly get any snow here down in Memphis. I went down to the Orlando Ham Fest 2 weeks ago, and while we were out of town, it snowed here in Memphis. We got about an inch, so we missed that, but hopefully the snow's not going to be too bad there. Well, look, man, write our call down, write it down so you don't ever lose it and forget it again. And we are, man, if you do a Google search on ham radio programs, I bet you we turn up about 500,000 times there. Rick, thanks a lot, man, and hopefully you'll tune in the show tonight. N9XQXW5KUB.
Oh, yes, sir. We're definitely going to tune it in there this evening. Hey, we appreciate you coming back to us there, and we'll be watching there this evening. So have a great evening and a great show. November 9, X-Ray, Quebec X-Ray.
All right, November, Whiskey 4, CNA, Whiskey 4, CNA, W5KUB. Hello.
W5KUB, Whiskey 4 Charlie November Alpha. From Asheville, North Carolina. My name is John, and just wanted to check in and tell you you're sounding good down here in Carolina.
Well, okay, John. Your call looks familiar. I'm sure we worked a few times. We may have even talked in person. I have no idea. We talked to so many people here, and my mind's not working real good tonight. But Asheville, North Carolina. Well, we have a home. We're over in Memphis, Tennessee area is where we live. But we have a home. We have a home in Tuckasegee. Do you know where Tuckasegee is? Over. All right, well, we've got a home there in Tuckasegee, and we get over there a couple times a year. And we know right where you are there in Asheville. And, from Tuckasegee, you go up the road to Cullowhee, and then up a little further to Silva, and in Waynesville, and in that area there. So thanks for checking in tonight, man. And join our Facebook group. It's called W5KUB, over 9,000 hams in it. And join us on the show tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern. Over. All right, well, John, I think you faded. You faded out on me totally there, man. Any other check-ins for Roundtable Net? This is W5KUB.
November Alpha Golf 3 India. Alpha Golf 3 India.
All right, boys, a bunch of people in there, man. But I heard Marty. Hey, Marty, how you doing? AG3I, W5KUB.
W5KUB. Good evening, Tom. You've got a great signal up this way tonight. You're a good 20 over 9, and been sitting here for the last 15 minutes copying the exchange and hearing about the show tonight. Sounds like a great show. Just wanted to check in and say hi and to ask what antenna you're using, and then we'll stand by and listen to your other check-ins. Alpha Golf 3 India standing by.
Okay, all right, Marty. Well, I'm on a Delta loop right now. We're running about a kilowatt, and I'm on the Delta loop. I did while you were talking, and you're about 20 over 9. I flipped over to the 40 meter extended double zap, and you dropped to about 10 over 9, and then I went to the vertical. Let's see, I don't remember what vertical I went to now. I went to a 3/8 wave vertical. Yeah, 3/8 wave vertical, and you were about 20 over on a vertical. I got so many antennas here, and I haven't used them in a few weeks, so I forget which ones I'm on here. But Marty, you're loud and clear here. Over.
Okay, Tom, and it's working well back and forth. And you, I haven't heard you switch your antennas, but you are always a good 10 over 9 here. So good talking with you, and we'll look forward to tuning into W5KUB.com a little later on this evening. 7-3, Tom.
All right, Marty, thanks so much, man, for checking in, and good to hear from you. Great signal. 73, Marty. We'll see you later. Okay, there was about a half a dozen people calling. Let me see if I can pull a few of you out. Go ahead and call again. This is Roundtable Net, and my call is W5KUB.
November W9, United X-ray.
Mike, uniform.
10-5 WXZ.
Charlie Ford, Charlie Whiskey.
Man, there was about 10 stations there. Okay, here's what I heard, guys. I heard a 9UXX. I heard a NU. I heard a WXC. I heard a C4CW. So let's do this. Let's take the W. I think it was a W or an N. 9UXX. The UXX. Go ahead.
Yes, good evening to you, Tom. W5KUB. This is W9 United X-ray Marvin, just about straight north of you, man, up here in Illinois. Sounding good up here, Tom. Just was scanning around and heard you here, man. And I hope your cold gets better for you, man. I see you sniffling, everything going on the video, man. So I'm watching you right now. I hope everything gets better for you. W5KUB, Whiskey 9, United X-ray. You're 5'9" here, man.
Marvin, you're about 20 over 9 here, and sorry about the video. If I go back and edit the video, I'll probably edit the whole thing out because my nose is running, man. It's running fast, man. But hey, you sounding good there in Illinois. Great signal as always, man. I don't know what you got up here, but you you always put a terribly strong signal down this way. And audio sounds perfect, man. Thanks, Marvin, for checking in. Hopefully you tune in to the show tonight at, I don't know if you're on Eastern or Central Time, but it's 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Marvin, let me pick a couple more people up here real quick. How about the 4CW, the 4CW station? Let's try you.
All right, Tom. I'm November, Charlie 4, Charlie Whiskey, NC4, CW. I'm Dave. I'm in Manson, North Carolina, right on the North Carolina-Virginia border. And you are booming in here. You're 5'9", good signal. I'm watching you on the net, and I'll tell you what, looking forward to the podcast, fellas.
Okay, David, real fine. I changed the antennas while you were talking. You were a lot louder on the others. I would switch now, but if I get a SWR peak, the amplifier turns off for about 3 minutes, and that bothers me, man. So I'm just going to leave it right here, as long as you're hearing me there. Well, very good up there in North Carolina. We'll be getting back over to North Carolina here probably in another month or so to our home over in western North Carolina there in the Blue Ridge Mountains. Great to hear you, and thanks for tuning in to the show tonight. And we'll see you tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time there, Dave. Over.
I'll be there, Tom, and look forward to hearing it. Your signal's always good here, and thanks again. I always enjoy your stuff. I enjoy your things at the handset, but you do a great job. Thanks, Tom. NC4CW.
All right, Dave, 7-3. Okay, the WXC, was there a WXC station?
w5kub, N5WXZ. How are you doing tonight?
Hey, doing pretty good there. N5 WXZ, W5KUB. Doing pretty good, except we've got a terrible cold and trying to get over with it, and just can't seem to knock it out. Over.
Yep, roger that. I just got over one, so my heart goes out to you tonight, Tom. And we've checked in before a lot of times, but it's been a while. We're over here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You're moving in. You're about 20 over S9, good signal, good propagation tonight into Dallas-Fort Worth. So I know you got a pile up. I'm going to back away and let you bring in some more check-ins. Good to talk with you, W5KUB, N5WXZ.
Okay, well, yeah, and like normally, you got a great signal in here from the Dallas-Fort Worth area. Great propagation. Seems like it's almost always there between us and you down there. 73 to you. Hopefully, if you got time, you'll join the show tonight on w5kub.com at 8 p.m. Central Time. And if you're not a member of the Facebook group, I don't know who all in here is a member of the Facebook group, but just let me remind everybody that we have a ham radio Facebook group. It has 9,000 members now. It's called W5KUB, or it's called Amateur Radio Roundtable. Whatever you want to search for, you can find it there pretty easy. But it does follow the show. It's a great place to post questions and answers and pictures. Put pictures of your shack in there, and a lot of times Katie Allen will take your shack pictures and we'll show them on the show one night. So thanks a lot for checking in there from Dallas, and we'll see you later. Was there an NU station? Go ahead.
Kilo Echo 5 Mike Uniform X-Ray.
KE5MUX. Teresa, did you get an antenna up? Over.
No, sir, I didn't. I took a 10-minute drive over to the A&M Amateur Radio Club shack, and I'm using their beam. You're coming in anywhere from 40 to 60 over.
Well, I'm glad you received me that much, because my amplifier is not on. I decided not to run it tonight. But hey, I never heard of a signal of 40 to 60 over, man. Wow. Well, you got a good signal too there from the club station. You're about 20 over here, Teresa. Over.
I'm glad I'm finally able to make it in and call into the deal. I've been working on trying to do it for how many years now, and I've finally made it.
Well, you just need to duplicate what they got there at your house, and we're here you find. Over.
At some point in time, I will do my best to manage that.
Well, all right, very good, Teresa. We're going to try to do the show tonight with this cold. I don't know how it's going to go. I might have to blow my nose a couple times during the show. I'll try to cut away if I do that. But, we got the kitchen remodeling, and we've got so much dust in the house right now. I'm looking here at all my radios back here in the shack, and they're just covered in dust right now. I'm sure that's making my my nose and sinuses not wanting to get well. Over.
It definitely isn't helping anything, and if you're starting to get a little bit of an early spring, that might start kicking up stuff too. But yeah, Kathy's been kind of keeping me posted on all of what's going on with the kitchen remodeling, and it's a pretty good deal you got going on there.
Well, I don't know about a pretty good deal. I may have to go out of retirement and find another job to pay for it. I'll tell you, it keeps expanding and expanding, and everything costs a lot of money when you redo a kitchen. Take up the floors, put down new floors, do the cabinets. Oh man, it's expensive, but we'll make it, I guess. I've been reading about it. You can't take the money with you, so at my age, I guess I might as well start spending it a little bit. Well, Teresa, thanks a lot, man, for checking in, Annette, and we really appreciate it, and we'll see you at the show tonight. Over.
Absolutely, sir, and I will be standing by when you get done. If you want, I will call back in using the club's call, and we can work out getting you a QSL card from W5AC if you'd like.
All right, we'll just make it right now. W5AC, how you doing? This is W5KUB.
W5KUB, W5AC. Get them from A&M.
Well, very, very good. And I got me a bunch of new QSL cards printed from our friend Genevieve over in the Ukraine. I got 1,000 new cards, Even got my picture on the front there. We'll get your card off, Teresa. 73, and in addition to me being sick, Kathy's got it really bad too, man. Oh, man, I feel so sorry for her. 73 to you. We'll see you later. This is W5KUB.
W5KUB, please copy X-ray Echo 1 Radio Kilo, over.
November Delta 0, Mike.
Kilo Alpha 9, Mike Oscar Tango.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stations, calling there. I'll try to get to all of you in just a minute. Mexico, XE1RK. This is W5KUB. Hello.
Hello, Tom. Thank you very much, my friend. The Whiskey 5 Kilo Union Bravo. This is X-Ray Echo 1 Radio Kilo in Mexico City. My name is Ralph. Romeo Alpha Lima Papa Hotel. U5 9 plus 10. And I heard a lot about the Amateur Radio Roundtable. This is my first time, and I will be keeping on you, Tom. U5 9 plus 10 in Mexico City. QSL, Tom. Whiskey 5 Kilo Union Bravo. X-Ray Echo 1 Radio Kilo in Mexico City.
Okay, Ralph, real fine here. Great signal here. You're about 10 over S9 here. And hope you join our live show tonight. It's going to be on W5KUB.com at 8 p.m. Central every Tuesday. We also have phone lines in 65 countries for people to call in. We've got local numbers in Mexico City there for you to call the show. And we also transmit our show on international shortwave on 5130 every Tuesday night. Ralph, I've been to Mexico many times in my job. I think the Mexico term for Ralph is Raphael, isn't it? Over.
That's a Roger, Tom. That's a Roger. And very, very pleased to meet you. And I
I will be looking for, waiting for the show. Did you say Whiskey 5 Kilo Union Bravo.com at 8 p.m. Central Time, QSL?
Yeah, correct. That's correct. QSL. Roger, Roger. And if you go there right now, Ralph, you can see this net. We're actually webcasting the net right now on w5kub.com, and you can hear yourself talking and see the S meter and all that. So very good. Thanks for joining us tonight. And I think we have a pretty good show lined up tonight. Not a lot tonight. It may be a short show tonight, but we are going to bring a guest in from Romania. Edward, Y03ICT from Romania, will be on the show tonight. And we're going to talk about, we're doing a lot of segments on our show, and our show is launching a lot of Pico balloons. We're launching balloons and tracking them around the world. And Edward has built a very, very small tracker, a Whisper tracker. It weighs 1.5 grams, and we'll be flying it soon. So good to meet you, Ralph, and we'll see you on the show tonight. Be sure and bookmark it. Hey, join our Facebook group. We have a Facebook group called W5KUB. 73, Ralph, XE1RK, W5KUB.
I will do that, Tom, of course. I will do that. Thank you for the invitation. I will be glad to be there. And I'm just now on the w5kub.com. I am watching, learning, and I will be here to subscribe. Thank you very much, my dear friend, and God bless, Tom. Whiskey 5 Kilo Union Bravo, X-Ray Echo 1 Radio Kilo in Mexico. Buenas noches, Tom.
Okay, buenas noches to you too, and we'll see you later. If I see you in the chat room tonight, I'll yell out to you and say hello to you on the show there. All right, there was a bunch of people calling. Was there an N4 station? Go ahead.
November 4 Whiskey Lima Lima.
KN4 ANK.
N3AA.
All right, I got 3 or 4 calls written down. I got AA, I got ANK. Let me first take N4WLL. How you doing, LLL? Or W4, N4WLL. Go ahead.
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. You have to be booming into the northeast state of Florida. You're about at 10 to 15 over S9.
Well, okay. Well, your signal's kind of going up and down a little bit, but I got a pretty good copy on you there down in Florida. What was the name there?
The name is William.
Okay, William, good copy on you. Got a good copy on you down here from Florida. The name here is Tom, T-O-M, Tom, and we're just right outside of Memphis, Tennessee, near Memphis, Tennessee. I don't know if this is the first time you've checked in with us, but hopefully you'll join us on the show tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. Over.
QSL, yeah. Yeah, I believe this is the first time I've checked in.
Okay, William, thanks a lot for checking in here. Let me pick up another 1 or 2 of these stations. Let me pick up KF4ANK. This is W5KUB. Hello.
Hello, Tom. How you doing? This is Kilo November 4, Alpha November Kilo. On the chat rooms on the round table known as Horseman. My name's Jonathan. I'm in South Georgia. I've talked to you before.
Okay, Jonathan, boy, my throat's tickling. I've got a cough right now. Pretty good signal. Hear you pretty good there, and understand you're already in the chat room. Over.
Yeah, I usually hit the chat room on Tuesday nights during your show.
Yeah, I see you there all the time, man. We appreciate you being a dedicated follower of the show.
Well, just wanted to say hi, and I'll back on out of here and just listen. Just want to say hello to Teresa. Big hugs there, Teresa. Bye-bye.
All right, Jonathan, thank you so much, man, for checking in. We'll see you on the show tonight. N3AA, W5KUB.
W8SKB.
N3AA.
Yeah, N3AA. This is W5kub. Name is Tom, T-O-M Tom, and we're near Memphis, Tennessee, and this is Roundtable Net. We appreciate you checking in around Roundtable Net tonight. What's the name there, and where are you located? Over.
The call is the November 3 Alpha Hotel. Name is Paul, and I'm located in Carlisle, Pennsylvania.
Okay, all right, very good. Sorry I messed your call up. N3AH, got you now. This is W5KUB. All right, Paul, got a pretty good copy on you. How are you hearing us up there tonight?
Oh, you're about a 10 over right now.
All right, well, you're running a good solid S9 here, so not any problem at all there. We appreciate you checking into our net. We seem to have a lot of people calling us tonight. You know, some nights we don't have that many people, and some nights it sounds like a DX pileup. I don't know why. The big difference is there. But thanks for checking in, Paul. Anything on your mind you want to talk about? Over.
What's the time then? Yeah, I'd like to ask a few questions, but I need another time.
All right, what's your question?
I was just wondering what's going on there. Is this a weekly thing? And just fill me in on your program.
Okay, Paul. This net is called Roundtable Net, and it's associated with our live ham radio show. This net meets every Tuesday at 5:30 on 7180, 5:30 Central Time. We have a live ham radio show. It's called Amateur Radio Roundtable. It's every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern Time on w5kub.com. We got some great co-hosts. We got co-host Katie Allen, WY7YL. Everybody tunes in to watch Katie. They don't tune in to watch me. We've got also some other great co-hosts like Riley Hollingsworth, retired special counsel to the FCC, is a co-host. We got Martin F. Jew, founder of MFJ. We've got Dave Kassler, Ask Dave. And we even have an astronaut friend, astronaut Doug Wheelock, that's with us occasionally, and also goes to like Hamvention with us where we do webcast. We have been doing webcast, ham radio webcast, for about 18 years, and we give out about $10,000 in prizes to our viewers. And that's special events like Hamvention, the Huntsville Ham Fest, Hamcation. But about 6 years ago, we started a live weekly ham radio show. We've got viewers in about 150 countries. We have local phone numbers in 65 countries for people to call in to the show. Our show is also simulcast on international shortwave on 5130 on Tuesday nights. We have over 680 shows recorded. You can watch them anytime from our site, but you can watch our video show every Tuesday night on w5kub.com. How's that, Paul? Over. Did you copy that, Paul? All right, well, I think I might have lost Paul. Do we have any other check-ins real quick? Whiskey 5, Kilo Uniform Bravo.
Kilo Delta 4 Golf Echo Kilo.
Yeah, there's a bunch of you in there. KG4GEK, nice signal, W5KUB.
W5KUB, this is KG4GEK down in Charleston, South Carolina. How are you doing this evening? It's been a while since we've talked.
Okay, yeah, we're doing pretty good, except I got this terrible cold, man. Maybe you got some kind of cold remedy that I can knock this thing out. I've had it for about 8 days now. Over.
Hey, better a cold than that nasty virus that's going around.
Well, I got it on Monday. I got the coal on Monday. I did get off of a cruise ship. I got off a cruise ship on Sunday, believe it or not. Over.
No, that doesn't sound good. There's all sorts of things going around on those cruise ships. How have you been doing otherwise? I hear you got a balloon up now.
Yeah, well, our balloon I don't think is up now. We put some high-end equipment and dollars into a balloon about 3 weeks ago, and it disappeared on the coast of Africa. We'll be launching a new balloon probably in the next 7 to 10 days. It's going to be a smaller balloon. It's going to fly at much lower altitude. It's not going to be a very long endurance balloon. It might do 3 weeks, 4 weeks. We hope it circles the Earth, 3 or 4 times. The plan is to put a long endurance balloon up again, maybe in about 4 or 5 months. But we will be doing another launch here in a week or two. Over.
Roger that. Yeah, I've been following the progress on the one you're working on. I hadn't realized that the other one had disappeared on you.
Well, we have a friend that launched a similar one, and it disappeared. And you know what? 94 days later, it shows back up and it's still going. Over.
Roger that. Well, all you can do is wait and see at this point.
Oh yeah, that's true. You never know what Mother Nature's going to do to you. We would love to fly at about 45,000 feet to get over the storms, but I think a storm took us down on this last one. The small one we're going to be launching here next week or the week after, it's probably going to fly pretty low. It's probably going to only reach an altitude of about 26,000, I'm guessing. And it might stay up 3 weeks. We just don't know, but we're just going to do it just to see what it will do.
Yeah, that's what ham radio is all about. Do it and see what it does.
Well, all right. Well, tonight on the show, and if you've been following us on Facebook there, you can see the little miniature tracker that I'm building for the next major launch. That entire Whisper balloon tracker only weighs 1.5 grams, and it's very, very small. I'm having a lot of difficulty building it. I'm having to use a microscope to actually build it. But anyway, the designer and of that board is going to be on the show tonight. His name is Eduardo, Y03ICT, and he'll be on our show tonight from Romania. Over.
Roger that. Well, I will be watching.
Okay, thanks so much for checking in tonight, man. Good to hear you again. Let me see who else it was. There was a big pile up there. I'll try to pull some more out. Go ahead and call. This is W5KUB.
Kilo Golf 5, Juliet Papa Uniform.
AA1WH. Whiskey 1, Lima Kilo Bravo.
November Kilo, Bob Juliet.
Oh man, there's a whole bunch of them in there. Okay, Anthony, I hear Anthony in there. Well, first of all, I heard a WH, stand by WH. I heard a W1L, stand by. I think I heard a Kilo Bravo, stand by. But KG5JPU, W5KUB. Hello, Anthony.
W5KUB, KG5JPU. Good evening, Tom. I hope you're having a great Tuesday. Hope the weather is improving for you. Yes, and I did see your Facebook post with the that component, whatever it was, that was attached to your tweezers. I can't believe how small that is. Over.
Man, like I say, those parts, you could put 2 of those on the back of a flea, and he would still have room to put a backpack on. I tell you, man, it is just it's terrible trying to build this, and I got to just keep practicing. We'll get there. And Anthony, you got a tremendously loud signal tonight, man. You must have got your antenna up another foot or 2. Over.
No, I was going to ask you how my audio was, because I went in there and I adjusted my compression, and so I'm not sounding as tinny as I was, and I'm hoping I'm sounding a lot louder. And I'm hoping once the bands fade in and out that you're still able to hear me. Over.
Well, it sounds like, I mean, your signal's strong, man. You're peaking S9 and a little bit over, into the red there. So nice, strong, loud signal tonight. I think that compression's helping you. Over.
Yes, and I got the compression setting on the radio as well. So hopefully that works well. How is the kitchen coming along?
Well, hey, it's more than a kitchen, Anthony. Don't ever start a project like this. It's the kitchen, then it goes down the hallway, and then it goes down the next hallway, and then it goes into the living room, and then it goes into the family room. I've got so much dust in this house right now. I'm probably 80 feet from the kitchen, and I've got so much dust back here in the shack on all my radio equipment. It's just pitiful. My coal probably is being nagged on by a lot of dust in the house. So we got additional cabinets built. We got the floor up. It's probably going to be about 2 weeks, and they'll start putting down new hardwood floor. And then and then he'll put down hardwood floor. He'll put down some tile, and he'll put down a backsplash around the sinks and counters. That'll take probably a week and a half, and then when he gets through there, then the painters have got to come in. It's going to take the painters 2 weeks. So, I'm looking at another month and a half of this. Over.
I hope things go quickly for you, and before you know it, it'll be Dayton, so you'll be happy.
Oh man, I tell you, Dayton will be here before we know it. That's for sure. I bet you we're still working on this, getting up close to Dayton. All right, Anthony, thanks a lot for checking in, man. I'll see you tonight on the show. Appreciate you checking in here. Let me take a couple of these people that were yelling at us. AA1WH, I think, was the next guy. AA1WH, W5KUB.
W5KUB, AA1WH. Good evening, Tom. First time we've spoken. Lovely to hear you. The name here is Marcel. Next night on your voice speaks fabulous signal, and the band
Marcel, did you turn it back to me? Over. Marcel, did you turn it back? Over. All right, I think I lost Marcel. He was very strong. I heard his name, and I heard the signal report, and then he just faded out. Marcel, are you there? Over. Okay, well, he faded. Okay, was there a W1L? W1L maybe. Go ahead.
Over.
Yeah, okay. W1LY. Willie, you faded out on me. I got your name. I think you said Blue Mountain, but man, you just faded so bad. I didn't hear you anymore. But thanks for checking in, and please join us on the show tonight. Let me pick up another station here real quick. There was one with Kilo Bravo in it, I think. Go ahead.
Here's Alpha Bravo 5, Juliet Mike.
The Alpha Bravo 5. Go ahead again. I didn't get your call.
Alpha Bravo 5, Japan, Mexico.
Okay, I think that's AB5, Japan, Mexico. This is W5KUB. Hello, man. Thanks for checking in tonight.
Good evening, and I was watching your balloon. Unfortunately, it looked like it met an early demise, Tom. But, there's always room for improvement. Go ahead.
Well, I tell you, we don't know what happened because it got dark. It went all the way to the coast of Africa. We were flying a perfect 41,081 feet. 41,000 feet. That should get us over most storms. The last report we had, it was between the Azores and Africa, and then it got dark, so no tracking in the dark, and then we never heard from it again. So don't know what happened. I'm guessing it came down. Now, if the balloon had been further north and gone up into the Arctic, it probably might still be flying, just with no sun. We have a friend that has a similar balloon up. It went missing 94 days ago, and it just showed back up. It came back on after 94 days. It's been flying around up in the dark region of the Earth there. But we're going to notch a smaller one just to get back in the air here in about a week. Over. Yeah, you're getting down into the noise there, starting to have a little trouble copying you. Over. All right, 73 AB5JM W5KUB. Any other check-ins for Roundtable Nets? This is Whiskey 5 Kilo Uniform Bravo. Boy, there's somebody real strong right next to us. There was a Kilo. Go ahead.
Yeah, hi Tom. This is Bill, KE7KK, up here in South Dakota. Just wanted to let you know we saw.
Okay, KE7KK W5KUB. Okay, Bill, real fine. I got you there. As long as that QRM doesn't come on, somebody must be within about a half a KC of us or something. I don't know. But I hear you up there in South Dakota, man. Is it cold up there? Over.
Yeah, we got a lot of snow. I think Katie got about 10 inches.
Oh man, 10 inches of snow. We'll have to talk to her about that. Katie will be on the show tonight, so I'll have to rib her about that. After we got back off the trip, we got about, well, we didn't get any snow. I had a little bit of snow right around one tree. You know, it looked like a little bit of frost, but it was actually snow. Over.
Yeah, you guys are spoiled. That's all I gotta say. We'll see you tonight, Tom. Thanks for picking me up. W5KUB, KE7KK. What's good to see Dwayne and Katie.
All right, Bill. Thanks for checking in, man. 73 to you. Any other check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5KUB.
November Kilo 5 Juliet.
I don't know. Was there a Kilo Foxtrot Juliet? The November 5. Let's try November 5.
November Kilo 5 Juliet.
All right, I'm not getting it there. Okay, any other check-ins for Roundtable? We'll probably close on that here in just a couple minutes. This is W5KUB.
November 5, Charlie Uniform.
November 5, Charlie something?
Yeah, November 5, Charlie Uniform. Hello, Tom. W5KUB and 5CU, Dave in San Antonio.
Okay, yeah, very good. N5CU, Dave, how you doing, man? This is W5KUB. The band's getting kind of noisy tonight.
Yeah, there's a couple of guys next door on either side of us. That's what's causing the problem here. But anyway, I want to say hello and glad you made it back from your trip there, and hope you had a good time. And look forward to see you on the show tonight. So for now, so 7 Streets and catch up to you on the show N5 to you.
All right, Dave. Thanks a lot, man, for checking in. We'll see you on the show tonight. Any other check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5KUB. All right. Well, hey, I'd like to invite all of our check-ins tonight. Please join us on our Facebook group. It's called W5KUB. Over 9,000 hams in that group. It's a great ham radio group. We discuss all things related to ham radio. Post your pictures there of your shack, and Katie Allen will probably pull those pictures, and we'll show them on one of the live shows and feature you some Tuesday night. Check us out on QRZ for more information about the show. And we will be live with the show tonight on w5kub.com at 9 p.m. Eastern Time. We've got local numbers in 65 countries for our viewers to call into the show. We simulcast our show on international shortwave on 5130. And we'd just like to invite everybody to join us tonight. We've got a guest from Romania tonight. Y03 ICT will be with us tonight and discussing the new Pico balloon tracker that he has designed, which we're building on the show, which weighs only 1.5 grams and can transmit a signal like 5,000 miles on whisper. Any last check-ins, last-minute check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5KUB. Was that uniform Zulu uniform? You're very weak, over. Yeah, okay. Hey, Ray, I thought that might have been you, the UZZ. Yeah, you're really weak, man. I didn't copy all of you there, but a lot of QRM now. You usually have a very strong signal, over. All right, Ray 73, man. We'll see you on the show tonight. I usually see you in the chat room here, man. Appreciate you following the show. Any last-minute check-ins for Roundtable? This is W5KUB.
KG5JPU?
Yeah, go ahead, Anthony.
Yeah, Tom, I'm sorry you're under the weather, but I do have a question to ask you. Have you been doing any satellite operating, and how is your Kenwood doing?
You know, I've got so many irons in the fire, I haven't done any more satellite operation. The Kenwood came back, from the repair, and he said there was nothing wrong with it. I actually do hear satellites on it. Just have not been really active on it at all. I'm busy with the live show and the balloon launches and stuff like that. So I got way too much going on right now. Over.
Well, I figured as much, but I figured I'd ask you to see how, at least if you're using your Kenwood, to see how it's been operating since you got it back. Because I know they told me they found nothing wrong with it except for a diode issue, and which you were beside yourself when you heard about that. But other than that, and you said it was working great ever since you got it back. I just figured I'd ask. Over.
Yeah, well, that diode was the protector diode. It had shorted, he said. But I know for a fact that when I sent that radio off to them, it was working. The diode was not shorted. The only problem I had when I had the signal generator on it, I had a bad cable on the signal generator, and I was not reading any sensitivity on the receiver. But it was definitely powering up. So when he got it, he said, well, hey, somebody hooked it up backwards. The diode was shorted. I replaced the diode. Everything else is working fine. So, well, I don't know what it cost me. Probably $30-40 to send it down here and $30-40 to send it back to have really nothing done to it. Over.
Yeah, well, I just figured I'd ask to see how that end of the fence was working. Other than that, you said I was 5x9 and 20 over. Is that correct?
Well, you sound 20 over. You're a solid 9 here. You might be peaking up to about maybe a 5 on peaks, but man, you're loud, very, very loud.
Well, I'm glad that I'm. Hopefully, this is where I get to leave my radio, and considering how I'm operating over here. But but I just figured I'd check with you. How's your son doing in Austin?
I guess he's doing all right. I actually talked to him on the air here the other night. He checked in one of the nights, and I was surprised to hear him. He had a pretty good signal, but then I faded out on him, so propagation wasn't good. And still, I think he's still got some antenna issues there, but he keeps trying different antenna configurations and stuff. All right, Anthony, I'm going to get off here and see if I can get to feeling just a little bit better. We'll start the show up in about we'll start the pre-show up in about 1 hour, and hopefully we can make it through the show tonight. KG5JPU W5KUB.
W5KUB, KG5JPU. Well, 7-3, Tom. Appreciate everything you're doing for everybody out there. And I look forward to hearing, and if I can, if you open up the phone line tonight, maybe I'll get an opportunity to call in tonight if you but if not, that's fine. But I will try to listen in tonight and participate. With that said, I'll say 7-3 to you and yours. God bless you. Take care. KG5JP will be clear.
All right, boy, I'll tell you what, you've got such a strong, nice sounding signal there. Hopefully whatever you did gave it some extra punch there, and it's going to be like it, in the future. Sounding good there, Anthony. 73, man. We'll see you. KG5JPU, W5KUB. All right, it's about 6:30 local time here, p.m., so we're going to go ahead and close Roundtable Net. We had quite a few check-ins tonight. Everybody, please join us on the show tonight at 8 o'clock p.m. on w5kub.com. 73, everybody.